What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lecter, and today I am actually quite excited to check out this new figure over here from the Retro X-Men set. And of course, I'm talking about the Multiple Men. So in today's video, what we are going to do, of course, is go through the figure, go through the articulation, accessories, and of course do some comparisons at the end of the video, and of course also give you my thoughts and my opinion on this. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start off here with the packaging, and here in Malaysia this one does start off at about 125 ringgit, which isn't too bad. It's almost about probably about 25 USD, and I do really like this kind of retro packaging when you are not going to open it, because once you open it, it just kind of ruins the value on this, and it ruins the packaging because you have to either cut on the sides or you have to cut the plastics on either end to open this up. So I do like the nostalgic feel of this. I do like the comic book look on this type of cards. And of course, if you switch it on to the back, this is what you're gonna get, the other 5 figures from this wave. And also, let's have a closer look at the description on Multiple Men. So Jamie Madrox, the Multiple Men, possesses the unique ability to duplicate himself at will. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory on this. So yes, I did miss out on the first Multiple Men, and I am actually quite excited to check this out, and I want to see whether I should keep this as a set. So yes, without further ado, let's just unbox this bad boy up. Alright, so here is the Jamie Madrox Multiple Men already unboxed, and as you can see that I have 2 of them as well on the back, because yes, in cars makes sense to get Multiple Men if you do get Multiple Men. And now I'm going to check out the accessories that do come with this figure. Alright, so with this Multiple Men figure, we do have 2 sets of hits, and we also do have 2 pairs of hands. We have the closed fisted hands and also the sort of open hands as well. So looking back at the figure, I gotta say, I mean, it looks alright. I mean, it does have a good body mold overall. And we're gonna look at the first head sculpt that we have here. Almost dropped it there. And I gotta say, I mean, the face tag on this looks really, really nice. That is a real good looking face. But this is so-called the plain face. I mean, yes, the back one here, it does have the plain face as well, but it does have a little bit more character to this. But over here, it just looks he just looks very bored and just looks out of place. He just doesn't know what to do. I know we have the fighting face over here, which I gotta say looks much better, and I did wish that they could have at least given us an extra head as well, so 3 heads. So maybe if you like want to do some army building, you have some variety with this. I mean, there's only 2 heads, which isn't that bad, but maybe 3 heads would have been a better choice, because there isn't much to accessories when it comes to this. I mean, other than the extra pair of hands, there is nothing really you can do with Multiple Men over here. And yes, this suit is more of the really olden times, really when he first debuted in the comics. That was his suit. It is alright in terms of the suit. I mean, what you're gonna get with that is that you're gonna get good articulation with this body bug. This is, I think, the Sunfire body mold with this. So yes, you're gonna get better articulation compared to the ones with the coat, which we have gotten many years back. So that is sort of an upgrade. But just looking at this, it is quite nice. You do see some sculpting here when it comes to his face mask. So you can see that it's all around. It's not just painted, and you do have some gold lines around him. Pretty similar and pretty accurate to how he was. And of course, you do have the earlobes here as well. So you can see that it's not just lazily painted in that sense. But of course, if we go on to his other parts of the body, I do like the paint job that's on him as well. Does look pretty alright. And you do have the gold lines that do go all around. But if you twist the torso back, you're going to notice there is a little bit of some gapage over there in terms of the green paint mark. And if we go on to the back here, it does follow through quite well. So props up to that from Hasbro. And as well on the back, I do like the gold lines that's all around him, even on the legs. And overall, I think in terms of this, we have seen this body mold multiple times. No puns intended, but yes, we definitely seen this body mold. It's quite a good body mold. And over here on the bottom, there isn't the belt. Is this just all painted through? So not much of sculpting there. And again, elsewhere there isn't a lot of like sculpting on this. It's just a lot of paint job, other than of course the face and also the face mask that comes with this figure. So it is pretty a basic figure, and it is a bit of a tricky situation when it comes to this. I mean, this whole wave so far has been quite good, and of course, people who have missed out the first multiple man wave, I think would want to find this one here to maybe do an army building with this. But the thing is, you have to buy multiple men to make some sense. I mean, if you get one, it's all right, but then the purpose of him and his true power is to multiply himself, and most of the time people have to buy this whole set of 6 to actually get multiple men, which is a bit of a bummer. And over here I did order 3 full sets and I had to sell it off a few of them, keep some of the figures. So yeah, you gotta actually buy a few. You can't really buy individual here in Malaysia. I think a lot of people might want to sell this, so you can see people just like snapping him up and doing their own army building. So that is one thing to think about, and maybe in the future this will become a rare figure. You never know when it comes to Marvel Legends figures. So overall, I think this figure is pretty decent, I would say. And now I'm going to go on to articulation here. So in terms of the head movement, you can go up all the way this much, but I gotta say that the head tilting here for this head sculpt is very tight compared to the plain face. So just over here, you can tilt up this much, tilt down this much. We have seen this, and of course you can do some head tilting on the side, which is very tight, and of course you can rotate it. But again, like I said, it's really tight on this. I'm scared to break this. Let me know in the comments down below if your multiple man is tight. And going on to the butterfly joints, you can spread out all the way this much, and you can go forward this much as well. Going on to the biceps here, you can swivel much this high up, this much. Not too bad. And of course, you do have your bicep swivel on both sides. You do have double jointed elbows, which isn't too bad as well. And also in terms of the wrist movement, you can go up here and also down here. And also you can have good rotation going onto the torso. You can crunch forward this much, crunch forward that backwards this much. You do have nice waist rotation. You do have nice legs to spread out this much here. And of course, in kicking forward, you can kick forward this far, not too bad. And also you go on to the double jointed knees, and then you do have calf rotation, and also you do have very good ankle pivot, right? And of course, measuring out this figure, it does stand in at about the 6.5-inch mark. And here's it next to the Deadpool figure, which I think you can kind of use it to make your kit bash and make more multiple men in case if you do not want to buy more figures. And here's it next to one of my favorite retro X-Men figure, and that is of course the Retro Apocalypse. So that is it with the multiple man figure, Jamie Madrox. And in terms of rating, I'm just gonna give this a nice 5 out of 10. I mean, it is an average figure. There isn't much to this. I mean, the true power you can get from him is when you get multiple versions of him, and that is where he shines. But as a figure itself, I mean, he does have good articulation, he does have good face sculpt. But other than that, he is a very plain figure. And of course, these are just my thoughts. So I think the nice 5 out of 10 is pretty good for him. I think he is overall just average. Of course, these are just my thoughts and my opinion. Do leave yours in the comment section down below. If you guys did enjoy this, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. And also do follow me on my socials on Instagram at the Humble Lecter. So I'll see you guys in the next one.